Hello, and welcome to another round of Tonight Racing League F1 2018. 2018, not 2018. Apologies for no commentary last night, but oh well, it needs muting, doesn't it? But I was busy, so there was no Classic League commentary, so I do apologise for that. If you are interested in what happened, there are plenty of ways to see on people's stories. Well, people's stories. What the hell am I on about? On people's YouTubes and things. Yeah, it was a good event last night, so I highly recommend you go find out what happened. All the details are on our Facebook wall. So, as always, we'll not be commentating on this practice race, but I will be getting to hang on the controls, and you'll be seeing what's going on, because obviously, in the long run, it isn't really relevant to what happens in the race in terms of points and everything. So yeah, we can have a quick, maybe, if I can get this page to post, which it isn't. So, we're going to look at Biffa because he's in midfield, but if I can get all this working. Quite a tidy first corner actually for once. Oh, and as I say that, there's a bit of contact throughout the field. So, maybe some people want a rundown of what happened in the last race. I'll do that later on, but just enjoy watching the racing that happens. It's just making sure that my mic is working, because apparently the people aren't sure if it's working. It is working. You will get comms. Just don't comment. I just don't commentate on the actual practice race. One, two, 1, 2. This is just a test. 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 This is just a test for making sure that my mic is working. This is just... Oh, I can hear myself. That's great, isn't it? Right, please make sure I am spectating. Spectate. I don't want the same as last week, do I? So. I'm going to turn it off until the race starts. I've been talking so much just to find my mic is not on. I do apologise. That is a massive mistake on my behalf. I've been commentating the best I've ever commentated. So 5 minutes remaining in the session. Hello. That's frustrating, isn't it? Hello, and welcome back. We have some audio glitches. I've been frustrating. This is round 2, Bahrain Dynamic Racing League. We're riding on board now of Alpine. Okay, thank you to Matt for telling me that my mic was not on, but you've missed some really good quality commentary. So Alpine moves out the way, but he is currently quickest. In second place is Matt, who's currently in the garage. In third place is Eater ACC, who's just now coming into the pits. Third place is I'm going to call him King Joker. In fifth place is Jayor with 127.5, currently in the pits. Sixth place is Perry the Dog 6. In seventh place is Storm 2006 UK. Now, surprisingly, in 8th place is Orb King, but somehow he crashed. He did this last week in the wet, and I'm heavily surprised he did it again in the dry, to be honest. So that is another shock. Hopefully next time out he will be able to finish the qualifying session. In 10th place is Little Paul 78, who is currently in the pits. In 11th place is Bither Chipmunk 11, who's now on a lap, but it's getting held up a little bit by Storm 2006 UK. In 12th place is Jeff Singleton. In 13th place is Ryan Kai, currently in the garage. It looks like coming out. Lewis Cave is in 14th after crashing. And in 15th place is Gogs27, who's currently on an out lap. So let's see if we can catch anyone just starting their qualifying lap. Storm 2006 UK is on out lap. Biffy Chipmunk is on a quick lap here. So he opens up the DRS onto the back straight now, going through the gears up into 8th gear. The DRS wide open. There's a car in front of him. Hopefully will not invade his vision too much. Down into 4th gear through this fast left-hander, putting the foot down as much as you dare. 6 up to 7th here for the right-hander. Trying to not take too much curb, because the curbs can throw you off in this game. Then 4th gear gets the apex really nice now to go into the penultimate straight. DRS, no DRS along the straight, I don't believe, as we come down now towards the final corner on this lap. Hits the apex pretty sweetly there, and wants to get the speed for the exit. Not too much wheel spin to waste time, and he comes into the pits now. So let's see who is on a quick lap. Perry the Dog with 127.5 and probably is going for another lap here. Down into the first corner, 2nd gear. If you go down the first gear, you can sometimes get a bit too much wheel spin. 4th, 5th, 6th, and I'm trying to work out if it's a quick lap or not. I don't think this is. Don't think that's a quick lap, but you can't really tell from the audio on this game. Kubilay Toprak now riding on board. What sort of a lap time can he do? Finished the last race in 5th position. And of course is now currently 5th in the standings. A quick update on the standings from the last race. In first place in the standings following the last race, Storm 2006 UK. In second place is Orb King. Third place is Little Paul. Fourth place is Hixie123. And fifth place is Kubilay Toprak. At 6th is Hughes Moves. 7th is Cogs27. 8th is Albu Mutke after a disappointing race. 9th is Jayor. And 10th is Eater ACC after a disappointing race as well. That is championship standings. But back to this session. Albu Mutke is currently sitting in pole position as Kubilay Toprak comes towards the finishing line. That's a 127.8, which is 2 tenths quicker than he did before, nearly 3 tenths quicker, and brings him up into 7th places. We've got a yellow flag in the second sector, and I saw it's like a broken front wing or something there as Alpine Mutke is on his outlap to try and improve his position for the race. Ryan Kai has he got a puncture of some sort, or is he just keeping out the way? He's just keeping out the way, but he is what I believe is causing that yellow flag. Sector 2 Claudio is on a quick lap here, down to 2nd gear now, coming towards this section. This is the straight that's opposite the back straight, the actual main straight, sorry. We'll call this the back straight as he comes down towards, and he's got a car in front of him. Is it Jayor? Jayor does dive out the way, he knows he's there. This has not really been the cleanest lap for Claudio in terms of traffic. At the moment he's probably the most likely dispose of Alpumutke off pole position. He knows how much curb to take. Now you've got to remember these cars do not react as well as the previous games on curbs because of the new tyre dynamics. And that's Little Paul retired from the session. I don't know if that's a crash or he's just decided he can't improve his time. But we'll carry on riding on board with Claudio. Now the game's decided it's going to do that horrible audio glitch again as he comes into third. Does he improve his time? Yes, he improves his time by a tenth. Now let's see what let's see what Alpumutke is doing as we have the audio glitch again. I'm just going to keep flipping through in the hope that it fixes. No, it doesn't. So we'll ride as much as we can with him until it annoys me again. So onto the back straight going into here. DRS wide open now as we go down through the gears, 6th, 7th, 8th gear. This is such an annoying audio. I do apologise. 7654 down into this gear really gets the apex quite nicely now. We want to put right everything that went wrong from the previous race, and he keeps the apex. It's nice and tidy. Is he up on his time at all? 27.7 in the middle sector. It doesn't tell you if that's any different to the one he just set, which is really frustrating. But coming now towards the back straight, we've got 3 minutes left. The qualifying session has finished, and King, Kublai and Jeff Singleton have all finished and cannot improve their times. So I do believe Alpumutke will be the first to cross the line. Can he improve his lap time? I think he can. 26.2, slight improvement now. As you see, I think Claudio will be the next person to cross the line. Yes, I'm going to go with Claudio anyway because he's the most likely. He's up on his time, but is he up enough on the time? I don't think he's enough up on the time to beat Alpumutke, but he could possibly get second place here. Storm 2006 UK is retired from the session. Alpumutke will be leaving the session after this, so this technically, I guess you could say that Alpumutke won't be pole position. Claudio has got to second place, which means he would be on the front row of the grid and be starting from pole position effectively in the race. So let's see, Matt is coming towards the line now. Can he be any quicker than Claudio as the audio has fixed itself on? It's this car, second place, which is effective pole position for this race now. A really good lap. Who else is on track? Claudio across the line. Perry the dog is retired. So that has been the qualifying session here today. So in first place is Alpumutke in the pole position time of 1:26. 1 minute 26.203. Is a very good lap from Alpumutke. Driving for Williams this year. He previously raced for Mercedes last year, I believe. So in second place, and we've gone off. Of course, there could be penalties that I haven't actually thought about for this session. So in first place is Alpumutke, followed by myatesftw, baby. Claire Eater ACC finds himself in third, followed by King Joker, Storm 2006 UK, Jayor, Perry the Dog, Ryan Kai 7, Kublai Toprak, and Owen rounds off the top 10. As we prepare ourselves for the next session. So we now head into the race for this very exciting session here at Bahrain. Always a crazy race here somehow. So we'll just let people do their final checks, plan what they're going to do. Hopefully there's a formation lap and I won't be thrown off like last time. We'll just wait now, waiting for players to join. So Alpumutke leads away the field on this formation lap. after a very good lap in qualifying. In second place is myatesftw, baby. In third place is Claudio Eta ACC. Can he make it a good race today? We will wait and see ourselves. In fourth place is King Joker, driving for the Haas. Can he improve and hopefully finish on the podium? There's only one position away, so let's see how he can do. In fifth place is Storm 2006 UK. Can he repeat that brilliant win from last time out? In sixth place is Jayor, driving for the Renault team. He'll be hoping for a good result today after finishing 9th in the last race, which is probably not what he was hoping for. Perry the dog in 7th position. A very strong racing driver. Can he do any better today? In 8th position is Ryan Kai, 7. He'll be hoping to keep a point-paying position. In 9th place is Kubalay Toprak, finished 5th position last time, starts 9th today. What will this race hold for him today? In 10th place, the 5-time Dynamic Racing League champion, Orb King, finished 2nd in the last race. Can he do it again today? He'll be hoping for another miracle here. In 11th place, Little Paul 78. Can he get himself back into the points? Hopefully he can. In 12th place, Biff the Chipmunk here. Can he improve his position and get some points? Jeff Sington, 13th place, driving for Red Bull. Gogs 27, one of our not a long-standing driver, but it's been around for a while now, driving for McLaren. And last but not least is Lewis Caife, 55. Can he finish off this race in great fashion as the cars line up on the grid for the start of this race? So 5 red lights and away we go. That's a bit of a bad start there from Alpine Mutke. As we go down towards the first corner, and the Massachusetts there has got, and Claudio's also got a good start. Let's see if everything pans out through the field. Is there any contact? There's a bit of contact there with the Haas. Who was that coming through there? It's the Haas coming now towards the back straight. As you can see, everyone fighting for position. Claudio now in 2nd place. Alpine Mutke has found himself all the way down to 5th position. Orb King hasn't really had a good start, as I say. He overtakes a few cars. Storm UK, they're also getting... There's a bit of a battle going on here between the Renault and Storm UK. Is that contact? I think it was. Is damage? Is that damage on the front wing? Yes, I believe that is damage on the front wing of Jayor. Is he going to get punted around by Orb King, who's up the inside? Jayor should have given a bit more space, and I think that has given both cars damage, as Jayor is going to try returning the favour. Yes, Owen has got damage. There's loads of front wings flying everywhere there. There's cars going off left, right and centre. This is not the start that Owen would have needed after the last race. And who does someone just punt off Owen? Owen finds himself on the runoff area. Jayor is cars everywhere. This is not going to be a clean first lap. And there's yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Alpine Mutke going right down the field there. He's an AR. He's left. Good. His AR is getting all in the way. As he riding away with Little Paul now. As his teammate joins right in front of him. Does he know he's there? He gives him room. Gives him room. As the side-by-side coming down the back straight. Is there going to be contact? There is no contact, luckily. He has got front wing damage. As we'll see how many people come into pits now on this first lap to repair for pit damage. Jayor in the pits. Alpine Mutke is not. Jayor into the pits for presuming front wing damage. Kubalay Toprak, sorry, into the pit lane. Little Paul 78 into the pit lane. Jeff Sington into pit. Oh, but they've had to stack because his teammate also came into the pits. Out front is Matt FTW, baby, we'll just call him Matt. He is in the lead at the moment after qualifying 2nd to get Alpine Mutke. But effectively, after Alpine Mutke has left, he is in... Well, he just carried on from the same position. In 2nd place, with no damage by the look of it, is Claire Eater ACC. Very good. Of course, and Ryan Kai has left the session, which is a bit surprising, seeming that he was actually not doing that bad. In third position is King Joker, I'm calling him, and he's of course gaining now on Claudio. In fourth position is Storm 2006 UK after that great race last weekend. He's found himself up a position, so top four effectively keeping their position. Perry the Dog has had a very good start in this race. Got no front wing damage. I'm just checking all the cars for front wing damage because there was quite a lot of contact. So bless me. So no front wing damage. A DRS has been enabled. In sixth place, and I'm sure he has front wing damage, as you can physically see that on that car, is Orb King, who did start in 10th position, so he's made up 4 positions, but of course you've got to remember that he's got front wing damage and he'll be losing a lot of time here, but he will be trying to minimise the damage on his race. In 7th position is Biffa Chipmunk. Has he got any front wing damage? His front wing looks intact to me, so he'll be on the chase of Orb King as soon as possible. In 8th place, following behind Biffa Chipmunk quite closely now on the soft tyres, is Gogs 27. In 9th place is Alpu Mukke. In 10th place, Ryan Kai. So he didn't leave, he's still there, is he? Or maybe his AI driving around. 11th is Jayor. 12th is Alskate 55. Little Paul was 13th. Kublai Tuprak is 14th. And 15th is Jeff Sington. So here is the closest battle. Claudio is chasing down Matt here for the race lead. Can he make anything happen? He's got a DRS wide open. Not on this lap. He goes for the move, but just a bit too far back. But now he's going to find himself really close in the slipstream of Matt, and he can't quite do anything now. He's got to preserve some battery life and preserve some fuel here, make sure he can save it for an opportunity later in the race where he can use it. Maybe Matt's saving it. Of course, he can't really overtake anywhere now. So closing in on the back of Matt FTW, baby. I'm also making sure my mic is actually turned on, and it is, just to make sure. Can an overtake happen here? He's going to be in a DRS zone again as he slips in behind Matt driving the Toro Rosso. Can he make a move happen? Not quite enough of a braking zone here. Of course, he'll be losing front downforce and front grip as we go through these quick left and right handers. Can he make anything happen? This will probably be his best bet now, coming down this penultimate straight before the main straight, but you probably won't want to waste it because you will have DRS on the next straight. He is all over the back of Matt here. He's just picking his time to take the opportunity. Matt is defending this line hard. You have DRS open. Claudio put his on full power, his fuel on full power. Can he make a move? He dives to the outside of the corner and he late brakes as late as possible. Can he get around? He is going to go in the outside, becomes the inside, and he can't quite do it. Matt very well defends there as to come down towards these couple of corners now down the straight. He's in a slipstream. And Matt, is he going to go try and go around the outside? This is Hamilton and Rosberg-esque here. No contact and no change of position. It stays the same for the moment. It's Perry the Dog, I think, is in a battle there. There's a nice little battle here going on between Perry the Dog and Storm 2006 UK. Perry the Dog, can he get past? No, he can't, as Matt has lost position. Claudio has got past, but can he rectify that? This is opening the opportunity up for King Joker as he goes to the outside. Very too quick, and that will let King Joker through into second position. Both got DRS wide open. King Joker holds position, but of course Matt will have the slipstream now. Is he going to try and move into here? No, and he's got front wing damage there, Matt. As you can see, he's missing the right wing end plate. So there must have been contact of some sort, unless I missed the contact earlier in the race. So we've got a new leader in this race. Storm 2006 UK is trying his best now to defend from Perry the dog, as he's on the attack for that fourth position, sorry. And Matt is coming to the pits. Matt is coming to the pits. It must be that front wing damage must be really bugging him now. Changing onto the soft tyres. Will they be able to make it to the end? Storm 2006 also decided this is a good time to pit. Maybe the super softs don't last that long. That brings Orb King up into 4th position now. Will Owen have one of his drives where somehow, out of nowhere, he takes the win? And as all those pit stops were going on, I missed when King Joker took the lead off of Claudio. No front wing damage there on King Joker. Is there any front wing damage on that Ferrari of Clay to ACC? I don't think there is. Claudio, of course, the 2014 champion. Has won in the hybrid era. Hasn't won in the high downforce era. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Are we going to try looking for it? Yes, it's Jayor. Jayor's gone into spin. Who is in front of Jayor? Maybe he had a tangle there with the ghosty AI of Alpu Mutke, maybe, as he tries to recover. But I was just going to say we should go back to the main battle, but I always like seeing artsy shots of drivers. So we'll go back now into the main battle. Claudio and King Joker decides now is the time to pit. Who will come out of this pit stops on top? This means Perry the dog will take the lead. Of course, hasn't pitted yet. Orb King. Will Orb King take 2nd position? This is going to be quite tight between them, I believe. As Owen now comes through into 2nd place. You've got to remember that Owen did start on the soft tyres here, as I believe Perry the dog did start on the super soft tyres, so he's carrying on a bit longer than everyone else, so he could be caring for his tyres a little bit compared to everyone else. As we see what's happened to Claudio. Claudio is enthralled in the battle now with Bifford Chipmunk, who hasn't pitted and is on the soft tyres, so he's also going long like Owen as he dives down the inside on the Mercedes. Lee doesn't... Did I say Luke earlier? I do apologise if I did say Luke. Lee has given the position and is our longest standing driver, so he's probably smart enough to know when to fight and when not to fight. So in the effective lead at the moment is King Joker. As Claudio chases him down, he's lost a bit of time there fighting with Lee. He'll have to make that back up again if he wants to win this race ultimately. Lee's going to try staying with them, driving for the Mercedes team. Now Lee has raced here before. I don't think... Well, he has won here. If it is the same Lee, I'm going to presume it is. He won here in 2010. In the summer season, as Gogs27 has retired. Where has he retired? That is the question. Where is he on track? I'm trying to find his car. There's a green flag back there. We don't know where he is. So we want to find Jayor, because he will overtake him next. There's a green flag up here. Where is this stranded car? Was that on the right hand side there? I think it was. If you looked carefully, you can see it on the right hand side. So if you look as this car comes up through the fields, Perry the dog, it has now decided it's the time to pit and slips down to 6th. If you look on the right hand side here, you can see the debris there. Now, one thing I must say is, the last race I was wondering why people started pitting and got punctures. What it was, they actually ran over the debris of other cars, which was surprising, because in previous games they said it was possible, but it never really happened. So that did affect the result last time out, and Owen is one of those who I think fell foul to that, but I'm not quite sure. Alpha Mutke definitely did fall foul to that. But still going in this race, first position at the moment because he has not pitted, started on the softs, is Orb King. As you see, he's got a front wing damage on the left end plate. It was when he had that battle with Jayor, I believe, at the beginning, where they two got tangled up. I do think it was Jayor's fault, moved across when it wasn't really a place you could move across onto the inside line. I was saying earlier about Bifford Chipmunk, otherwise known as Lee. He was in the 2010 season, the summer season. the second season of this league, and he did finish first. And of course, we've got to remember in 2010 it was a different layout. It was the endurance layout, as they call it. I liked the layout, you know. I know some people didn't. The race is too long, but it was a very nice layout. As Claudio now sets the fastest lap. So Claudio, he's all over the back of the King Joker as he breaks down into this corner. This will be actually helping Owen a little bit. He's trying to go around the outside. This is effectively for the race lead, and he does it. Can King Joker fight back? He's got yellow flag in sector 2, yellow flag in sector 3. Matt is out of the race. Matt is out of the race. He's made 2 stops already. So as he pushes it wide, will this bring out a safety car? We don't know. I can't see where Matt is. As these two battle along as much as possible now, coming into the back straight. And there is yellow flags in sector 3. And Owen's getting caught up in traffic there. I believe that will probably be Ryan Kai. It is Ryan Kai who's causing the issues. Ride on board still King Joker trying to get a good exit. That was a good exit. No wheel spin. DRS. Claudio is not close enough to Ryan Kai to get DRS. Can King Joker fight back straight away here on Claudio? Ryan Kai is going to be causing an issue here. Does he see them? He sees them both, yes. So, didn't hold him up as much as he could have possibly done. Well, these guys have to pit again because Owen could effectively do it on one stop if he pits for the medium tyres. If you look on the steering wheel there for King Joker, on the top left hand side, the pit is flashing, which is quite odd. Has he got damage of some sort? No, he hasn't. So why is the pit flashing in the top left hand corner of his steering wheel? As he dives towards the inside, keeps it nice and clean. A bit of contact, not quite. Be trying to straighten the exit here. Dive into the slipstream. Will he get past Claudio in the Ferrari? Claudio defends the inside. He'll go slightly wider if the Haas can cut back. They are both gaining massively now on Owen, even though they are battling. This is amazing racing here in Bahrain under the lights. A fully night race. Normally it goes from evening to night, but for some reason just night. Cox 27 has left the session. And now Claudio is the car we need to watch as he's going to try and take it. Overtake Owen for the lead. Owen really won't be able to do much about it if he goes for it through the fast corner, but no, he does. Does he go out on the outside? Not quite. This is, of course, is going to also help King Joker in the overall battle for the lead at the moment, because it's going to hold Claudio up, and Owen defends the inside beautifully there, which means all 3 cars now close up as Claudio goes for the inside of Owen, and that gives King Joker to the outside. Who do we need to watch? They get through safely. Both got through past Owen. Is Owen going to be tempted to go for another lap? No, he decides to dive into the pits now to change his soft tyres. Didn't slow down in time. He's got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. That's going to cost him. And also, is he going to decide to change his front wing? Yes, he does. Medium tyres now. Should mean he doesn't have to stop again. I always hate the fact that the animation doesn't work properly online. So, now in the lead, but battling. Is he going to lose it? Oh, close to the front wing then, but King Joker managed to back out in time. So, in the lead at the moment, going through the S's of the first sector is Claudio, otherwise known as Claita ACC. In second position is King Joker, driving... Joker! I said that really Cornish. King Joker in second position, closing down on Claudio. Third place, Perry the Dog. Probably wasn't expecting that in this race, but doing very well so far. Again, the pit limiter thing is flashing, so must be some sort of glitch with this game. In fourth position is Biffa Chipmunk, driving very well for the Mercedes team. Biffa Chipmunk did not race in the last round, and well, shows that he probably wishes he did, because it's race winning pace at the moment. In fifth position is Jayor. Didn't finish last race very well, finished in ninth position, but better showing here today. In sixth place is Orb King, who is now 1.2 seconds behind Jayor. Let's not forget, these are the two that did have the clash on the first lap that caused Owen to have his damage and probably ruined his race quite a bit. In seventh place is Kubilay Toprak, who did finish in fifth position and now in the last race, and now in seventh position, driving for McLaren, driving a very solid race here. in 8th position. Liverpool trying to close down Kubilay. In 9th place, Storm 2006 UK. He's had 2 stops. 2 stops. I mean, look at it. He could be in the lead, really, couldn't he? But he has had 2 stops and is in 9th position at the moment. In 10th position is Jeff Sington, doing a rather good job there. Started on the super soft tyres and switched onto the soft. Will he have to stop again? As Biffa Chipmunk now decides this is the good time to take his first pit stop. So a bit of news coming into you. Matt says Claudio can't dive bomb like that going into... Well, it's just a stupid. Storm broke way too early for the double left-hander and broke my front wing. So that could be what happened to Matt in that race. As you see, Claudio is now coming across the traffic of Alpu Mutke, and that was brave. And he's got traffic now of Lewis Skaith. He's moved straight out the way. As you see, the 2 AI actually racing, which is quite interesting. As Alpu Mutke does get past Lewis Skaith, but it is just AI. That has cost King Joker a little bit. Is he going to be enough in a DRS zone? I can't tell from that angle. Really frustrating, isn't it, when you can't get a good camera angle. You see the 2 AIs battling in the background. I'm not going to watch that because it's not really relevant, is it? So let's see. Owen all over the back now. Jayor. I said this battle's going to heat up, and we must remember that he is on the harder compound of the tyres. He's on the medium tyres compared to Jayor, who's just on the soft tyres. Old soft tyres. I don't know when he pitted. Dives into the slipstream. He's now got a fixed front wing. Now let's hope they can keep it clean this time. Open to DRS. Dives to the inside of the corner and takes the position. Jairo didn't really fight that hard, but is he going to try fighting back now? Okay, so Claudio dive bombed Matt after the S's. So here we come. Jairo dives to the inside. We'll have more grip. Oh, was that damage? It was contact anyway. Oh, and he overcooks it. Puts his foot down way too much. Overcooks it. That would overheat the rear tyres. I'm guessing that's what he did earlier when he went into the barrier. But that does give Owen a lot of breathing space. So you see Little Paul now all over the back of Kubilay Tuprak. Another nice battle developing here. Again, on the medium tyres. So the medium tyres are working really well around this track at this time. Worth knowing if you're thinking about pitting in a minute or 2. So I'm guessing Little Paul will be saving up for DRS here because he's going to be within the second, isn't he? Coming down this back straight as Claudio sets the fastest lap on the soft tyres for Ferrari. Is he going to dive to the insides? No, he can really go along here. Kubilay parks his car perfectly without really moving too much. Maybe a little bit in the braking zone, but I wouldn't have said there's anything too malicious. So yellow flag up ahead is Jayor has retired. Jayor on the inside there. My presumption is he overheated his tyres. You can see how he was spinning them up. Put his foot down a little bit too hard and ended up crashing out. These races are high attrition this season so far. And again, Little Paul deciding not to go for a move there. Will he go for the move along this straight? Goes into the slipstream. Jairo has left the session. Opens up the DRS. Dives to the inside. This should be a simple move here by Little Paul 78. Locks the wheel a little bit. Tries running out wide, but leaves enough gap for Kubilay. Kubilay comes back at him. Oh! A bit of wheel spin there. I thought they were going to both end up in the barrier. Kubilay, is he going to dive to the inside? No, as Little Paul in front of him locks up. He has got the soft tyres on, which should give him more grip, but if they're old soft tyres, it's going to cost you a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, he's lost it. He's gone for spin. That would have been just a reduced downforce from following Little Paul. So closely as he nearly wipes out Biffa Chipmunk as he rejoins the track. Now, if we ride on board maybe for a little bit, you can see just how hot the tyres get in this game from just a little simple spin like that. I remember in F1 2017 you could really ruin the tyres just by a little spin, but this is going to be more so because the tyre dynamics have been heavily improved on for this year. So as we enter into the halfway point of the race, we have Claudio in first position, dominating the race at the moment. keeping it clean and tidy. I say that as he misses the apex. Racing with the number 7. Claudio is a good racing driver. He did serve his ban at the end of last season following some events at the Singapore Grand Prix. And then he's back again, 2014 champion. Should never be written off. Loves driving for Ferrari. Is an Italian, of course, so loves driving for Ferrari. I remember a time when he didn't like Ferrari, but now he does like Ferrari. Doesn't like Vettel though. Wonder why. So he's driving really, really well in this race, Claudio is. In second place is King Joker driving for Haas. Is a good driver, drove a few races for us last season. Got a really cool helmet there. Reminds me of, you know, the TV series The Flash. That nice red, isn't it? Don't know if he does. I know some people do select their helmets based on the teams they drive for. So maybe the red colour has to have some sort of significance with the Haas team. In third place is Perry the Dog 6. Driving really well at the moment, Perry the Dog. Quite a strong driver. Also has a Twitch channel. So if you want to watch the race from his on board, I believe his Twitch channel is called Perry the Dog 6. So go check it out at some point. Fourth position, Orb King, 5-time champion. Will this medium tyres last to the end? I think he's obviously too far behind to consider for a race. Well, you never know, Owen. I would say it was too far behind to consider to be race winner, but that last race in Australia was pretty crazy, if I'm honest. And the Classic League races are always crazy, and I'm going to give that a little bit of a shout out at the moment. Loads of spaces in the Classic League. If you do wish to join and want to race in the Classic League, send us a message on our Facebook page and we will be sure to sort it out. Just search for Dynamic Racing League on Facebook, and we are profile pictures like black with our logo written in red, so check that out if you're interested in joining the Classic League, or of course this league. As you can see, there's quite a few spaces. People didn't turn up today, but there's normally quite the rotation of players in our league, or racers, whatever you want to call them. Little Paul 78 is currently in 5th position, driving for Red Bull. Done the sensible thing there, backing off when behind an AI driver or a disconnected driver, because it's a bit unpredictable, if I'm honest. Don't never really know what is going on. In 6th position, Storm 2006 UK won somehow, surprisingly to all of us, won in Australia. Currently leads the championship, driving for Haas this week. Is only a reserve driver, I must stress that. He's only a reserve driver. He's not a regular driver at the moment, but he is a reserve driver and he's leading the championship, so it just shows anything can happen in this league. In 7th position is Biffa Chipmunk. He is our longest serving driver. As I said earlier, won here in 2010 in the Summer League in 2010. So hopefully we'll be trying to, well, we won't be trying to emulate that, but I don't think that will happen today. I don't think he will win, unfortunately for him, so I don't think he'll win. The end of that. Kubli Toprak, racing for McLaren, doing a good job. Finished 5th last time out, finished 8th this time out. We must remember, well, finished 8th, currently running in 8th this time out. Must remember last race was quite crazy, so you can't really judge people's pace based on the last race, in my opinion. But obviously Storm 2006 UK, Orb King and Little Paul will all argue with that. In 9th position is Jeff Sington, driving for the Toro Rosso team. Didn't score points last time out. Can't even remember if he did race last night. And he is chasing down Perry the Dog. He's not chasing down Perry the Dog. Perry the Dog is a lap, well, has lapped him, not a lapped car. Perry the Dog has just lapped him. In 10th position is the AI of Alpumke. Cars slightly getting in the way, but not to worry. In 11th place is the disconnected car of Lewis 55, and in 12th is Ryan Kai 7. For the second race in a row has disconnected. So, a few things to comment on. Jayor, who DNF'd in this race, is commented on the YouTube video. If you're watching, obviously you can see it yourself. What WTF was that? Damage from Alpu's AI on lap 1, and then so weird feeling on the car. So my presumption is he got a bit down. That's where he got his damage from on the first lap, and from Alpu's car, which of course messed up. Sorry, I was just thinking and saying at the same time, which was messed up his race. Gordon Allison, that would be Gogs 27. It's 2 days in a row Alpu's AI car killed my tyres. Last night we had a Ferrari 2004 I'm going to call it, race around Bahrain. Check it out. I think Orb King might have streamed it. If not, I'm sure other people did. I know Alpu did, so check out on his channel. Alpu McKay is his channel. Check it out if you want to see the race from last night. But obviously some sort of issue happened last night with that, and it's happened again today. Alpu McKay has commented in reply saying, I had to leave right after the start, guys. Sorry if my AI car is causing problems, and I got disconnected yesterday, so I'm sorry about that, Gordon. And Gordon accepted it, all good. I was never going to do too well anyway. And then Alpu's also apologised to Jayor, thinking that his car would ghost. So pit stops are occurring. King Joker has pitted. Claudio is yet to pit for a second stop. Owen's probably going to try doing this on a one stop. So Claudio comes into pits now for his final stop. What sort of pit stop is this going to be? The 2014 champion, and I must say the 2014 race winner here, comes in for a pit stop. Looks like a good stop. I think all sort of stops are the same online, I believe. Whereas King Joker's coming through the final corner now. So that's the quickest lap. Where is that Ferrari? Here the Ferrari coming out of the pits on the right hand side. It takes a while to warm the tyres up. As Jeff Singleton gets in the way a little bit. The lapped car. But most importantly, Claudio has managed to rejoin back in the lead of the race. Unfortunately for King Joker, that is. Orb King now in third position. Probably going to try getting to the end, like I said. To Perry the Dog 6 knows what he has to do. He has to catch up with Orb King. Is that Storm 2006 UK and Little Pool 78? Yes, they are having a battle. Storm 2006 UK has had a second stop. Little Pool's only done one stop. He did start. Did Little Pool start on the soft tyres? No, he started on the super soft tyres. So be interesting to see if he has to stop again. Goes very wide. That does open the door for last race's race winner to try and find a way through. Not quite now in the DRS zone. Can he do something along here? But we must note that up the front, more importantly for the battle for the lead, trying to look around all over the place. Storm 2006 has made a move on Little Paul. I'll go back to that in a minute, but King Joker is all over the back of Claudio. Can he make a move happen with the DRS? It looks like Claudio must be using all the gizmos that the car can give to stay in front of King Joker, otherwise known as Jake. So that's probably what his name is, King Jake. Corrected that now. King Jake. I'm calling you King Joker. Sorry, mate. King Jake. To ride with this aerial shot as Little Paul stayed in front of Storm 2006. Storm 2006, sorry, has stayed in front of Little Paul. So that must have been a nice move. King Jake doing really well here. Can he take a win? He has won in the league before, I believe, but not here in Bahrain. I think it's the first time he's raced with us here in the Bahrain race. Only 8 laps to go in this race. This race has flown by compared to Australia, where things got settled down and then not a lot really happened. Liverpool is still all over the back of Storm 2006 UK, but don't think a move will happen. Can Orb King, as you see, Perry the Dog has closed in quite massively on Orb King over this last couple of laps, so he'll be hoping that the two-stop strategy is going to work out over the one-stop strategy, and hopefully can leapfrog Orb King for a podium position in this race. Doing some quick maths in my head, I think as it stands, Orb King will find himself leading the championship after this race. So I think that battle has now subsided. Now Claudio's got his groove going. He's going to have fresher tyres as well come the end of the race, only by a lap or two, but it does make a massive difference. 29 lap race, 15 turns, 5.412 kilometers or 3.363 miles per lap if you prefer that. So I think the next battle we'll be looking at will be the Orb King Perry the Dog 6 battle. As I always say, I do have a lot of respect for Owen. Raced him a lot of times on track. He's, well, I'm the only other multiple champion in this league, and Owen is the only multiple winner in the round here. Of course, you got to remember that 2011 we didn't race around here, and we did have 2 seasons in 2011. He did win. Owen did win in 2013 and 2015, which is quite good. Claudio's won here, so if it stays like this, Owen will no longer be the only multiple winner around this track. There was another track in F1 that was like that for ages, wasn't there? It wasn't China. Was it China? I can't remember what track it was. I remember in F1 there's that track that no one won twice on for like forever. Then Hamilton probably, or Vettel changed that. So we're right on board with Owen. It's not the start of the season he wanted. Bad qualifying for both rounds. Finished second last time out. But always going for the win. But if Owen gets a good start to the season and is up there come halfway, he normally goes on to win the championship, because he is always stronger come the end of the season. You've got to beat Owen in the beginning of the season to have any chance of winning the championship. One of the things Owen does have is an actual semi-racing career. He does do go-karting in real life, which means he does miss the odd race due to that. So that is always the opportunity to catch Owen and gain some points on him. Claudio, of course, will be making huge gains in the championship if it does stay like this. Perry the Dog 6 is making some good progress here on Owen. Hopefully he'll be able to overtake him for his sakes and get on the podium. And then we would have 6 different drivers out of 6 on the podium this season. Does Owen still have that 5-second penalty, I wonder? Because I didn't see them stop for that 5-second stop penalty. Let's check quickly on Race Director and find out that. So we can see the drivers and their pit strategies here, which some quite interesting strategies are through here. And of course I'm trying to look what's going on in the background at exactly the same time. So stop go, speeding in the penalty, speeding the pit lane. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say then. Stop go for speeding in the pit lane for Lewis Cave. 3 seconds multiple warning from Jayor. Stop go for Alpu Mutke. So that 5-second penalty that Orb King got seems to have disappeared. Quite a few people got 5-second penalties, didn't they? And it's not registering on here. So hopefully I haven't missed anything. Perry the Dog 6 is closing down on Owen. So the only penalty we need to be aware of at the moment is Jayor with 3 seconds, but then he's out of the race. So there's no penalties there that we need to really watch out for. Perry the Dog 6, 5 laps to go. I remember last season around this track I was catching up with Owen with every single lap, but just ever so slightly. Ever since like it was relentless, and then on the final lap I got through. Final few laps, about this sort of time I reckon it was, I got past to take second place in the race. Last year's race was manic. There was a massive first corner incident. It is on my YouTube channel if you do wish to check it out. Go back and watch last year's race. It was a good race. Good race. Just even if you just watch the start, it was crazy start. I believe I did start second, maybe even start second behind ZR Mercedes, and end up finishing like 9th, and then he crashed out. Well, not finishing 9th, sorry, finishing first couple corners 9th, because everyone was crashing out around. That's when Claudio had a really bad start to the season last year, hence why he wasn't in a championship fight come the end of the year. As Perry the Dog 6 gets massively held up there by the AI. Doesn't serve his cause any good. You've got to keep an eye on the gaps here. As we see, King Jake is starting to close down on Claudio a little bit, but not as much as Perry the Dog has been closing down on Owen. Will he get the DRS off Alpu? No, he does not. That is unfortunate. Alpu's... Oh, that is a disaster. That is... Oh, who did he collect? Who drove into the back of him then? Jeff Sington. Jeff Sington just drove into the back of him. And we've got some lag issues now. Jeff Sington is a lapped driver. He has got front wing damage from driving into the back of Perry the Dog 6. But that AI, I don't think that was the AI's fault. He did try going around the outside of him. Alpin McKay AI was all over the curb. But as you can see now, it's killed all possibility of another 5-second penalty there, but I don't know if they apply because it didn't apply to him. That has ended all possibility of Perry the Dog 6 getting onto the podium as he gets past the Renault once more. And he'll be wide a little bit now, approaching the AI of Alpu Mke. He's overheated his rear tyres as well, so that's probably Owen confirmed in third position, which should which will probably mean he keeps, well, he takes the championship lead really, doesn't he? Storm 2006 UK has just got a 3-second time penalty. Don't think that'll affect anything too much as we see the lag glitch coming in. So we will do a quick run through of the order. In first position now on lap 27 is Claudio Claita ACC, doing a solid job there from what was, well, he had Matt in front of him, didn't he? Qualified third at Claudio, had Matt in front of him, but it didn't work out in the end for him as he's coming up behind Ryan Kai. Disconnected the car now. We've got to watch this traffic, which you saw with Perry the Dog. Not always as simple to get through it as you may think. As was that King Joker, did he get any damage from that? No, but as you can see, it does hold you up, and it has cost him a bit of time there. Cost him about half a second, 6/10, 7/10 now. That cost him. So, first position, as I was saying, it's Claty to ACC, 2014 Dynamic Racing League champion, Indy 500 winner. He's 2/3 completed on the Triple Crown, the most complete, because he has won Monaco before, I believe. I know he has actually. 2016 he beat me. That's why I know that he has before, because I should have won that race. That was my own fault. In second position is King Jake. Looks like he's accepted he won't be winning this race and has backed off a little bit. In third position is Orb King. Owen has this habit, and he seems to have this habit this year, to keep finding himself at the front of the field when everything is going against him. And here he is doing it again. Somehow at the front of the field when everything is going against him. It's a bit like Scott Dixon. Anyone who is an IndyCar fan or watches IndyCar, Scott Dixon this season, somehow terrible situations, like a couple of weeks back when he found himself in a massive first lap crash. If I can get my words out until it's getting towards the end of the race, I'm getting tired. First lap crash, he found himself buried in dirt. I mean, if you haven't seen it, look at it. It's pretty impressive, and he somehow ends up extending his points gap to the people behind him in the championship, and then ultimately, spoiler alert to people who don't know the IndyCar Championship result, ultimately goes on to win his 5th title. And that's actually quite a nice parallel to bring, isn't it? 5-time Dynamic Racing League champion, 5-time IndyCar champion. 4th position. Was probably hoping for 3rd at one point, but after that bit of contact with the AI of Alpu Mutke is Perrier the Dog 6, driving for Toro Rosso. Of course, that is Owen's old team. In 5th position, Biffa Chipmunk, as he tries getting past the lap cars, who are making a bit of a hash of things today. Biffa Chipmunk, like I said earlier, longest serving driver. 6th position is Storm 2006 UK. Probably where he belongs, if I'm honest, no offence to him, but probably where he expects to be. But had a very good race last time out and probably hoped he could replicate something similar. 7th place is Little Paul 78, driving for Red Bull. In 8th place is Kabale Toprak, currently 5th in the championship standings. 9th place Jeff Singleton, and 10th place Alpu Mutke, 11th place Lewis Scaife 55, 12th place Ryan Kai. But in the lead for the majority of the race, being outstanding really throughout, managed to weather the storm is probably what the saying I was going for was. Managed to weather the storm, find his way through the carnage. The 2014 race winner here, the 2014 race champion, is going to hopefully, if he can keep it clean to the final few corners, take the race victory. Claudio, this will be his first race victory since his return, his first race victory since the end of last season at some point. I can't really remember, if I am honest. But as he starts to do his celebration now, we come towards the finishing line for Claudio to take the win here in the 2nd round of the Dynamic Racing League F1 2018 season. 2nd place is King Jake to take the middle step. Is the 2nd step on the podium. Somehow, after everything that happened, is Orb King to take 3rd position here in Bahrain. 4th place probably should have been 3rd place, if we're completely honest, is Perry the Dog 6. In 5th place is Biffa Chipmunk. Hopefully you won't get too tangled here with the lapped car and AI of Alpu Mutke. Sorry, I was reading something else. To come towards the final corner here. To take 5th position. 6th place Storm UK 2006. Shouldn't really be that disappointed with that. Little Paul 78 takes 7th position. And take 8th position in a moment. The final car to cross the line will be Kabale Toprak for McLaren. So, it's time for the podium! Woo! Italian winning for Ferrari is always a good sight, isn't it? Lifting the trophy there, Claudio. Very, very good drive from him today. Spraying champagne with the other drivers on the podium. So, here is your finishing positions today. Claudio took the win here in Bahrain, followed by King Jake. A very good, strong drive from him. In third position, Orb King, after everything that happened, somehow took third position. In fourth place, Perry the Dog, 6. In fifth place, Biffa Chipmunk, followed by Storm 2006 UK, Little Paul, Kubalay Toprak, Jeff Sington, and then Alpu Mutke, rounding out the top 10. So thank you for watching our race here today. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be updating the standings at some point tonight. Of course, a massive congratulations to Claudio Clary to ACC. Our next race in the main league will be on the 7th of October, and we will be at China, one of my favourite tracks, one for the last 2 seasons. Of course, I won't be racing there this year, so I won't be winning there this year also. So thank you for joining us. If you want to watch more videos from the Dynamic Racing League, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I've been myatesftw, and I hope you enjoyed this coverage, and we hope to see you again soon. Of course, if you do want to join our league, find us on Facebook and send us a message. Thank you once again. See you next time.